From the dungeons of Morningstar, my name is Clint.
And I'm Stretch, and this is Prevailing Strange. This installment of Prevailing Strange is what we like to call Rant and Sundry, where we round out the week by going over some of the things that we've previously talked about and follow wherever the tangents may take us.
Just give me 1 second, please, mate. If you like what we're doing here, please like, comment, subscribe, follow along, share us around to your family and friends.
You are a wanker.
What's wrong, buddy? Did I scare you?
Well, yeah.
Weren't expecting it a second time.
It's not news, but I'm going to talk about it and you're going to listen.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it. Nathan Fillion has won the internet. What is he doing?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Is he going to set us up for...
I don't think it's going to be a reunion thing because they've already done one of those.
Yep.
Could it just be a one-off movie? I don't know. Could it be a TV show? I don't know. Could it just be everybody going to be in the same episode of The Rookie? We don't know. Or are they all going to be on Once Were Spacemen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So I don't know how well Once Was Spaceman is doing, but it may have been something that has drummed up enough success to kind of elicit a reboot or a second season to wrap the story up, or who knows?
Dude, I honestly don't care. Yet we need to bring Wash back into the whole thing.
For you that don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Firefly, and the cast of Firefly are doing this thing at the moment on the interwebs, on the socials, where Nathan Fillion, who plays
Captain Malcolm Reynolds,
is visiting each and every one of the cast and telling them it's time.
Yeah, and they're responding in such ways like Jewel, like who plays Kaylee. Jesus Christ.
In character.
I'm starting to get excited. Responded shiny, and I'm like, oh, get out of it.
Yeah.
And then Simon Tam responded like speaking Chinese and stuff, and I'm like, oh, God.
And River did the weird stare thing, and
dude. So I'm come on,
yep.
Come on. I was talking to Nasty about it today, and she's never seen it. Nasty's one of our tattoo artists upstairs. And she literally has never seen or heard of Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
So I was explaining that 25 years ago we had this one-season show that was cancelled halfway through. And so the last 4 episodes were written knowing that there was never going to be a second season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of them amazingly beautiful shows that everybody's still talking about 25 years later.
Yeah.
To the point where
massive cult following.
It's this huge podcast that they've just started, and you read the comments, man, and it's all just don't give me hope.
Yeah.
If this is I swear on my pretty pink floral bonnet, I'll end you if this is fake. And it's, the fact that this show has still got this much of a strong following 25 years later, and it had one season.
Well, I remember when it was cancelled, and there was like why? It was well received enough. Like, I mean, Buffy didn't break any of numbers back in the day, but they gave it 9 seasons or whatever it ended up having. And the fact that a whole original show that was coming out, and the production was good, and the story was good, and like, there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. I don't know what actually pulled that linchpin and kind of gave him the reason to cancel it.
During its 12-episode run, Buffy started with 4.59 million viewers and dipped down to 2.47 by the finale. Now, did Firefly come out before or after Buffy?
After.
After?
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
Apparently was cancelled due to low ratings, high production costs, and poor network management at Fox.
I believe that. So after the 11th episode, there was 14 planned for the season. They didn't air the last 3.
Yep.
So it was cancelled after 11 episodes, and their viewership average was 4.7 million viewers. Buffy's would have been like 3.2.
Yeah.
So I'll never understand that.
No.
I'll never understand. And the fact that the viewers and the fans rallied and they made that movie, you shouldn't have killed Wash. You shouldn't have killed Wash.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, 25 years later, people are still clamouring for the brown coats.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah. I don't even need to have Joss Whedon attached to it.
No.
Like, anybody that watches that one season of Firefly we've got understands.
Yep.
You will watch it and you'll understand the exact whole reason why people love it so much. Because it's brilliant.
I do have hope. I hope I am not disappointed.
I don't want it. If it's just a thing, rummaging up viewers for his podcast or just that they're all going to be in the Rookie, I'm so going to be upset.
Surely it wouldn't be such a cheap.
I don't think he'd do that to the fans, man.
Yeah.
There's no, like, Nathan Fillion loves his fans.
Yep.
So I honestly don't think he would do this. Alan Tudyk as well.
Yeah.
He's so great with his fans as well. So I don't think they'd do this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still a couple of cast members that they haven't gone to.
Yet.
They haven't gone. Yeah,
I
they
mean,
haven't gone
the
to Jane.
announcement is, when is it? The 13th.
So they've given a date.
Yeah, the one with River Tam. They said there will be an announcement.
Nice. Yeah, dude, I'm pumped. I cannot wait for it. Have you watched? You've watched Badlands, haven't you?
No.
You haven't watched it neither.
Mm-mm.
I haven't watched it yet.
I thought you said you watched it and it was bad.
No,
Maybe
why?
somebody else watched
no,
it.
Good.
Okay.
No.
Oh, Badlands. No, I'm thinking of what was that one with Kate Blanchett? That
Oh, Borderlands.
Borderlands. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, Badlands. I haven't got around to watching that yet. I don't know why.
You're always at work.
True.
It's been hard to watch things when you're always at work, and when you're not at work, you're watching our 2 mugs on your laptop.
Yeah. I think I got sunburnt through my clothes. My back's so itchy. You know it's possible, right? Clothes are only like...
You know what we should have named the podcast? First World Problems with Clint and Jeremy.
First world problems. I'm out there sweating my ass off in the sun.
It's like, dude, today I was doing a tattoo on an inner bicep. And
in the air conditioning.
Yeah, in the air conditioning. So cool out there, dude. It was like 21 degrees. And my mate Dan Gould was over and his dad come for a ride in and he's one of the OG tattooers in the Hunter Valley.
Yep.
So he's come down and I've gone out and I'm like, a bit starstruck. He's, one of the OGs, dude. So big deal.
Yep.
And I've walked out and opened the door and I'm like, what is this? He's like, what do you mean? I said, dude, I'm going back inside.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
It was about 31 degrees.
It was, yeah.
And that was enough. And then it was like, me cousin's like, oh, move up to Queensland, man. Move up to Queensland. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, I moved to Tassie.
Yeah.
Because it's cold. And I like the cold.
Yeah. Bring on winter. Man, I can't wait for winter.
Hell
again.
yeah. Let's just move down to Melbourne or somewhere. We'll move down to Tassie. And that way it's cold all year round.
Would be nice. Would be nice.
And then you and me could walk around dressed up as Sasquatch. And we'll prank people.
And get shot at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bit
That'd be
my
my
lips
luck.
so hard.
What, just then or earlier?
Earlier. It's just started to swell, and every once in a while I'll bite
Catch
it
it,
again.
yeah.
And I'm like, it's so not fair. Rightio, here we go. If superheroes actually existed in the real world,
Right.
would governments actually allow them to operate, or would they immediately try to control them?
Oh, there'd be control for sure. Letting the world's not about vigilantes. And that'd
Not
just
at
be
all.
seen as vigilantes for sure.
If Batman refuses to kill a villain, is he actually responsible for the death caused when they inevitably escape?
That's a big thing, isn't it, about Batman? He constantly putting him in Arkham and they're escaping and then they're killing a whole lot of people, which is funny because that's the kind of thing that killed his parents in the first place. Criminals out on the streets doing bad things.
Exactly.
Yeah. You kind of have to look at Batman and sometimes think that he has some kind of mental illness that just wants him to be out there and beat people up. And
yeah, he wants to chase the bad guy.
Just wants to relive the hunt.
Yep.
I think so.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
If the Infinity Stones existed, which one would actually be the most dangerous in the hands of an average Joe?
Most dangerous?
Personally, the Reality Stone.
Oh, man, like it could just unravel. Yeah,
you could
that
just
would probably
destroy
be the most
people's
dangerous.
lives just by walking up and saying stuff.
Yeah.
Walking up and imagining stuff. You destroy someone's life.
See, it's funny. It depends on whether we're talking in the comics or whether we're talking in the MCU, because whenever he changed stuff, it changed back afterwards. Like it wasn't a permanent thing, or was that him using the Reality Stone to turn it back? You know what I mean?
So, like whenever he was not around, that returned back to like normal reality, you're saying?
So there was the first time when he tricks Gamora and Star-Lord and they're in nowhere. Nowhere looks normal, and then he takes off and then, or is it revealed beforehand where nowhere's burning and everything's been destroyed?
No. It reveals itself when he speaks.
Yeah, that's right. And then he pops out of the nowhere. So it's either him controlling it to do that, or whether it just resets back to default reality. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
If it was something like, could you imagine if the Reality Stone was something where you could change reality and whatever change was just implemented, and then you just, and then if you had to actively change it back.
Yep.
Like,
I know what you're saying.
What you could forget in changing it back, what could be missing from the original, it would never be the same again.
Yeah.
That would be, if that was the case, that would be the most dangerous.
I reckon. Why do alien invasions always happen in New York?
Iconic skyline.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's just there's so much.
I think they get more bang for their buck when it comes to destruction in small areas. That's so kind of built up and dense.
Well, saying that, my question's just been a bit of a kick in the butt, because when Mars Attacks is one of my favourite invasion movies, it happens in Vegas.
Yeah, well, they're not all like that, but a lot of them are kind of the bigs.
Yeah, but you think in Vegas, you can destroy the Eiffel Tower, you can destroy Egypt, you can destroy, all that stuff.
That was a pretty fun.
So I love that. Yeah. I like that for when Mars Attacks. At what point does the cinematic universe become too large to follow? And do you think we're already there?
I think with the MCU, they probably should never have gone to television.
Preach, sir.
That kind of got too much, and to the point where a lot of people said it feels like homework.
100%, dude.
It's funny because I love world building and I love the expansiveness of it, so it's not a big thing for me. But for the average person, you probably shouldn't go beyond a trilogy.
I see that, and I agree.
To maintain a fan base, to prevent that kind of, not tiredness, what's the word? Fatigue, yes. I think trilogies are, there's something about the power of three. Three is a pretty powerful kind of number, and I think trilogy is probably as far as you should really go. The MCU is a completely different monster, though.
Yeah, I agree. Because some of these movies aren't just Indiana Jones movies, are all Indiana Jones movies.
Mm-hmm.
The MCU, you've got, we'll take the Captain America franchise, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America, the first Avenger, was a Captain America movie.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America Winter Soldier That was a Bucky Barnes movie, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Bucky Barnes. Captain America: Civil War. That was an Avengers light movie. That was an Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
So Captain America's really only got one movie.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, the rest of them are team ups.
Yeah.
But then it's interesting because then you start thinking about things like Star Trek.
Okay.
7 different shows across thousands of episodes.
Not much of it's good though.
I never said it was good. Did you say it had to be good?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
See, I absolutely loved, and when I say I absolutely loved, I mean it with everything that I have. J.J. Abrams, he's reimagining of Star Trek now.
Yeah.
Absolutely killed it. I loved it. I loved how polished it was. The lens flare could have dimmed down a little bit, but dude, that was just classic JJ. It was great storytelling. The soundtrack was bangers, and it was gorgeous.
Yeah. I didn't mind some of the old Star Trek, especially when it was on Foxtel and I could put it on in the background.
Yep.
A lot of it was garbage, though. Yeah,
So
a
bad.
lot of it was garbage. Some of it posed some interesting questions, but you got to sort through a lot to get to it.
It really showed how bad of an actor William Shatner is.
Oh,
He's so bad.
yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
so terrible.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Apparently a terrible person.
terrible singer, too. That's one song. I forget what that one song was. But it was bad.
I have not listened to his music.
Okay, yeah, no, he had one song out there for a while. That was a cover of an old song. I think it was about some woman being I think she was rich and she wants to be a normal person. I almost had the name of the song on the top of the edge of my tip of my tongue.
You don't need to.
Yeah, no.
Have you seen what I have come across on my Facebook? So these new jerseys have popped up.
God damn it,
God damn it, doing it. But there's more. There's like, this is an outrage.
That's cool.
New achievement. So I want to get a couple.
That's Dungeon Crawl Carl, if you
Hell yeah.
are familiar with it.
Like this one. Bongo is appalled.
Have you seen footage of the fellow recording that? And he does
No.
all the voices.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'll have to send you it later.
Um,
Pretty cool.
I'm getting that tabletop RPG when it comes out. The Dungeon Crawler Car one.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so much fun, that book.
It is, yeah.
I was a bit, this is shit at the start. It was hard for me to get used to. Now I'll just bit my lip again. I'm so excited for the new book to come out,
Hell yeah.
but I've just been too busy re-listening to the last chapter of Project Hail Mary for the last 3 or 4 days.
When's that come out?
14th. I get to go on the 14th.
Yeah. Lucky you son of a gun. Mm-hmm.
So dude, I'm so excited. And the thing is, when Rach and I went to Sydney for Jack's 18th a couple of weekends ago, and then on the way down, we were listening to Project Hail Mary.
Yep.
And she started falling in love with it. And then on the way back, and then it was almost finished the other day when we were on our way back from Newcastle. I said, we're about 3 chapters from the end.
Yep.
Do you want to keep listening, or do you want me to turn it off? And she goes, no, just turn it off. I'm like, righto, sweet. So she doesn't know the ending. But I'm going to I know I'm going to fall out of the dead set chair, bawling my eyes out, rolling around on the floor.
Yeah. It's a great story.
Such a great story.
And it's funny that because I had watched The Martian, read The Martian, listened to The Martian, and enjoyed all 3 installments of it. And it was like a very grounded type thing. And then Project Hail Mary started off. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is very kind of similar-esque.
Yep.
And then it goes full sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I like this even more.
So good.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to listen to Artemis.
Yeah, okay.
Artemis is great.
Because it's a bit more sci-fi, isn't it?
Or
Based in the
sci-fi.
future
It's in the future, and it's on a space station.
On the space station,
Yeah.
right.
And it's like an actual city up there where people have jobs and there's shops and people have, like, there's black market trades and shit.
Nice.
It's really good.
Pretty funny story. So Steph's in a book club, right? And
Is that the one that she's in with my wife?
another one.
Okay, well, she's in the smutty one with my wife.
So it's funny because Steph isn't a very smutty book reading person. She likes romanticies, like more heavy on the romance than the smut, and loves fantasy world building and stuff like that. Anyway, so she kind of really worries about her choice. And there's like 12 of them in this club. So it's once a year it comes around that she has a choice in what book that they read. And the last one she suggested was book 1 in a series of 2, which is a book that I put her on to that she really liked.
Yep.
And they liked it, or half of them liked it. But the fact that it was more than one book, a lot of them kind of got bent out of shape. So this year she's trying to figure out what to get them to read, and I suggested 2 books in particular. And she misheard one of them, and or whatever. And it was another book that I had talked about that I think she should read at some point, but it wasn't one of the ones I suggested for this book club. Mainly because I thought it would be geared towards what they would like to read. Mm-hmm. So they like... they seem to be reading a whole lot of Gone Girl, kind of that kind of mystery, kind of, I don't know what you'd call that, speculative fiction. No, not speculative fiction. Anyway, whatever it is. Anyway, so there's one called The Sundown Motel. It's about a woman that comes to town and she works at this motel on a night shift. And there was a murder there so long ago. But then it gets paranormal and it flashes backwards and forwards between the story. It's really good. I enjoyed it. And I thought it would be right up their alley because it's that kind, but it has a paranormal kind of kick to it. She misheard me and thought it was another book called Babel. Babel was okay, low fantasy kind of academic type thing. I didn't really like it. I think Steph would like it, but she thought I said that. And the other book was another book, my favourite book that I've probably ever read, and it's called The Library at Mount Char.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it? It's a weird title. It doesn't make sense right until the end of the book. I don't want to describe anything about it because it gives stuff away.
Really?
But it's one of the funnest things I've ever read, and it's completely weird and left field, and it's good. And I want Steph to read it, and she kind of thought, no, that's a bit much. So she suggested another book that was written by this one person, Bride, I think it's called, and it's about vampires and werewolves. And she looked it up, and it kind of said romantic, fantasy, kind of enemies become lovers and all that kind of shit.
Yep.
So there's a whole lot of banging between werewolves and vampires in this, and the anatomy of a dog, and she's like, she read it in a night and she's like mortified that she suggested this book to this book group. She's like, this is not what I read. What the hell does this even mean? I'm like, why didn't you suggest Sundown Motel like I said to? She's like, you said Babel. I said, no, I didn't. Oh, damn it. But yeah, I'm waiting to hear back about how that next meetup goes.
So she's been amped up for a year.
Yeah.
There's dog dicks in it.
Yeah, there's dog dicks in it. Talking about getting dog locked and knots and stuff. I'm like, ugh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, some of these smut books are fucking messed up.
Look, Rachel's read me some excerpts from books that the other book club's done. Jesus.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
There's some stuff in there that shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm weird.
Yeah, apparently.
Because there's a guy with the best mate who's a spider, and they're saving the planet. Okay.
At least they're not fucking.
Exactly. God damn. And he's up in there with Rocky for like 3-4 months. Not once does he mention that he's whacking it. Oh, you know why? Rocky watches him sleep.
He does, doesn't he? I forgot about that.
They watch each other
Rocky,
sleep.
yeah, because that's what they do on. Oh, I don't want to spoil it for
Oh, Aaron. Aaron.
I'll put the brakes on that one.
Yeah.
For anybody that hasn't seen it.
You're in for a treat. Sellouts, dude, this movie better sell out. You know what? I don't even care because it's one story. It's a rounded story. It's got a start and it's got an end, and I don't have to wait till next month for a new episode.
As long as they don't change the ending.
Oh, if they change anything, I'm going to poke myself in the eye there with a hot poker. They couldn't do it.
Man, they do.
They did it with The Martian,
They
though.
fumble stuff. They fumble stuff.
They didn't with The Martian.
No, they just cut it short by a third of the book.
Shorter. We missed out on the whole rover rolling over and everything in the movie.
That would have been pretty tedious, I think, on film.
Or you didn't see the drill shorting out either when he lent it against the toolbox. There was actually a lot cut out of that, wasn't there?
It was, yeah.
But, mate, if they do.
Yeah, I try not. This is why I prefer to read the book afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can always be more excited when you find out more stuff. Because when they leave stuff
You're going
out.
to be like, but that was one of my favourite bits.
Yeah. Like Lord of the Rings when I read it. And who the fuck is Tom Bombadil?
Tom Bombadil. It's worse when you listen to the audiobook and you got bloody, what's his name?
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. I'm Tom Bombadil. No, stop that. Just stop.
Especially when I never looked it up on the internet because I read this back in like early 2000s or like when it first came out, 2000. I read it after the book after the movie came out. 2000.
Oh, right.
Sure
Yep.
Yeah. Not the book. Not the
Right,
book.
I was going to say, hang on. Pretty sure Tolkien was.
Yeah. And then I'm like, what is this whole section of book? I'm like, I had no idea.
You couldn't tell by the thickness of the thing?
Well, I just thought he would explain the trees a lot more than he did. He was pretty explicit about kind of everything, the scenery and that, in the beginning of the book. And
did you read the Silmarillion before you read Lord of the Rings, or was that after?
I haven't read the Silmarillion.
Haven't you?
No.
Read the Silmarillion, and then
No,
you'll know
'cause
why there's so much dog shit in Lord of the Rings. And Peter Jackson went through and just nitpicked all his favourite little bits out of it because the book is trash. The movie's no better, but still.
The book's great.
No.
I don't
The
know what your
movie's
problem is.
pretty. Some parts of the movie are absolutely stunning, but there's so many holes in it. I
Like
just
what?
can't get past
Like what?
it. The Eagles, Jeremy.
I told you about the Eagles.
No. That don't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
There's a whole other side to the mountain. The mountain is a three-dimensional shape. He could have gone around the other side where the eye would not have seen the Eagles. Yeah. He could have gone, let's say he is Mount Doom. He is the Eye of Sauron, right? If he was walking up here to the mountain, right? If the Eagles just went half a day, no one dies.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have a story.
Then don't put them in at the end. Just leave them out. You just had to leave them out. That's it.
But it's a miracle.
It's not a miracle.
It is.
It isn't. It was a task that was completed by a group of people, a fellowship, as it were.
Do you know the whole reason why he wrote Lord of the Rings?
Because he was bored
No.
and he needed money.
No. So, when
He was
grew up,
delusional.
no, listen,
He had a fetish for hairy-footed kids.
as we, whoa.
Whoa, hey, whoa!
You put the kids in there, like, hang on, what?
You're like, "Yarr!"
No, so he was always kind of fascinated by
Syphilis.
ancient Greek and ancient Roman kind of mythos.
Well, he failed them both.
So when the Saxons came to England, like way back,
Right.
whoever was settled there, I forget what they're called, they destroyed a whole lot of culture that was already here in England. So England no longer had their ancient history the same way that Greece did, the same way that
Is that why they went and stole everybody else's?
yeah. So he wanted to write the story of what, like Zeus and all that, but what was for their part of the world, and that's what the Lord of the Rings are, is their ancient history. His made-up version of their ancient history.
Has he ever had magic mushrooms?
I mean, he's probably smoked a bit of gillyweed, but...
Oh, wow. Now you're crossing over into Harry Potter's territory, mate.
Isn't that what they call it?
No.
Oh, okay. What do they call it in Lord of the Rings? Oh, my God.
Hey, I was going to ask Meta then, but I turned it off already.
Something weed. It's something weed. I forget what they call it.
What weed do hobbits smoke? It's a very frequently asked question. It's just called pipeweed.
Pipeweed, okay.
Tolkien explicitly describes it as a variety probably of Nicotiana, a plant genus that includes tobacco.
Right, okay.
They're not even smoking good weed.
Anyway, so, yeah. That was what he set out to do, was create this kind of mythology for England that they had lost when the Saxons sacked.
Yeah, they didn't like it, did they?
Who?
The Brits. They didn't like getting sacked, did they? They just went and did everybody else.
Well, it was well before Britain or anything was set out.
Doesn't matter. Hang on, wasn't he 1887 or something?
Oh, when he... Yeah, okay.
Come on, mate. God, come on, man. You're going to make up stories. You're going to make up stories. At least make them realistic.
Yeah, okay.
Chuck in, like, I don't know, someone being a great director or something.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining
Wow,
us.
you're really going to just bounce off the moon talk, aren't you?
Man, I can't talk about the moon right now. I can't deal with that shit.
He's a bit tired. He's been building a 21 by 27 metre shed all week. He's a little bit tasseled, ain't you, Sella?
Cooked.
He'll be right, mate.
Yeah.
Go
I'll be good next week.
Go and get the wife to give you a good deep massage. Put your knees between your ears.
Jesus Christ. On that note, we're going to go now.
Put your ears between your kneecaps. Long legs, flat tongue.
Just say bye already.
Thanks for joining us, guys. See you next time. Love, peace, trick race.
Bye.